It's Week 17 of the NFL. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner. He's been more than just a cover guy this season with 36 tackles to his credit. It's the Jets and the Browns, and it comes your way next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7, and he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka maneuvering in there to bring his man down. Fields now on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
these 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Putting the tight end in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down. Now Fields. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Fields. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he's not going to get the 1st down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll stick with him again. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out, and he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. That one intercepted. Picked by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Browns offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical division. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Fields now. Now he takes off. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. They go play action with Fields. Open man, left side. He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On the give, it's Hall. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Grant Delpit up to make the play. 2nd and 7. Fields. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8. Give up the middle with Hall. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Off the play action, here's Fields. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Fields. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. A give. Here's Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Jets. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next possession. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the sideline. That's caught by Jeudy.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And he's going to have a Browns first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on now for the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Jets offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. There's that man again. Another catch. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Now whistles here, and a penalty that makes somebody move early up front. On the handoff, here comes Hall. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Myles Garrett able to bring him down. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Another run here with Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. A 1st down throw for Field. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
2nd down. It's Fields. Open man. That's Gibson. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
And he's in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense going to get it one final time in this 1st half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Grant Delpit. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now, faking the give. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
The Jets offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They put Wilson in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Fields now on 2nd down. He'll get that to Wilson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Fields to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. They will run it over center with Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Hall. And he nearly got free. but as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now, Fields. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Off the play action, here's Fields. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Certain guys just have a knack for making splash plays, and I don't even think you can really coach it. I mean, this guy, first he has a pick, now a sack. He comes up with a fumble recovery, Mike. He's getting the football equivalent of a hat trick, and there's no mistake about it. This guy is balling.
On second down, a run with Hall. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Fields. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet in bounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. Good-looking drive rolls on 18 more yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On the run, here's Hall. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Fields. That one taken in by Corley. And this is going to set him up with first and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. He keeps it himself. He is in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one hauled in. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's tipped and intercepted. And the Jets will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down. Fields. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he'll get forward to about the 42. It was Joe Tryon-Shoyinka able to bring him down. 2nd down and 8. We give to Hall. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Had they been in a different part of the field, Mike, we're talking about that outcome very differently. He's very fortunate to be outside the numbers where that ball took a friendly bounce, and he's saved by it going out of bounds. Now it brings up 4th down. If they ultimately decide to keep the offense on the field, we're going to look back on that ball harmlessly going out of bounds as a big moment in this game.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Jets will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. His drive will start on the ground, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the air now on 1st and 10. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to the air one more time. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds Judy on that one. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Jets offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8, setting up 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Hall. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Second down. It's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Play action now for Fields. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
On now comes the punt team for the Jets. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with, Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Quick throw taken in by Judy. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. And it would seem as if this 3-game win streak is going to become a 4-game win streak. Still a little work to do in this one as they start 1st and 10. Here's Hall.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A 1st down throw for Fields. He'll get this complete to Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Fields. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Fields to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now this team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now, faking the give. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Jets stretch things out even further. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, Cleveland. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the safety, Andre Sisco.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The Jets offense ready to take over once again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
So this one a win for the visiting Jets. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.